Gets Lifted. 88.1 CKDU. Potato Salad Radio Shout. Critty Gets Lifted.
Hey.
Too real for Facebook. Oh, man. That song is unbelievable. Like, I love it.
Much respect.
Where did, what are you talking about in Lay Low? I mean, I know you're saying, like, kind of, I know what I think it means and what you're going with it, but what was the genesis of this song for you?
Man, at that point, man, I was just starting to, actually, let me run it back. At that point, that was like the whole disperse of like that whole OTL, CTG thing, you know what I mean? Like the only people that were really left in the circle was like Chevy, Realize, Couve, you know what I mean? And at this point, Couve went back to university too, so me and him were even kind of distant at that point too. So like this point, man, I was just at home chilling. Just wanting to do music, you know what I mean? Wanting to do the T-shirt thing, I just wanted my name to be out there, like, at this point, man. So I was like, you know what, man? Like, instead of just, like, going to hell load all the time and, like, wasting my money, man, like, it's time for me, like, to lay low, really, and to start writing this music and, like, putting it out the way I want to put it out, man. And, like, the hook came to my head even before I wrote those verses. I mean, that's how it usually goes. But sometimes I write my verses, then I make a hook. You know what I mean? But, like, I kind of used that whole concept of that track to make everything that it is. And, like, if you listen to, like, the verses, and you'll see a couple of those lines in there and the rhyme schemes, like, even when I talk about I was down, they disappear. I was up, they knowing me. Like, those are heartfelt shits to me, you know what I mean? Like,
I'm amazed by one thing that I did not take out of this. I've listened to the song a lot, and I always kind of felt you were talking to someone else. But in some ways, I feel like this is a little bit of like almost in the mirror anthem where you're like, sound to lay low.
No, most definitely, man.
I did not get that till right now. That's like something. That's a we're exclusive. No,
I feel you. Man, no, it can definitely be taken in like
that's
both
interesting
because
I thought it was more like, but I can see it being like almost aggressive the way we sometimes can be aggressive in the mirror with ourselves. We're like, listen. Because I've been there. I've been like, listen, and I'm kind of telling myself what's up. But it sounds a lot like you're saying to other people, which I like that double to me, because it's like, hey, scene. Because I took it more like, listen, on this scene, if you're not like popping in life, if you're not doing things right, lay low. Better you lay low than have Critty come through sweeping the street. Like,
well, as I said, man, like that was a bunch of like self-reflection, man. Like this whole album, like there's a lot of dance music, a lot of hype music on it, but like in between those lines, man, you're gonna hear that line like, oh damn, like he's talking that real shit, and I'm sitting here and I got my shoulders popping and stuff. Like it's almost like that Drake effect too, man. Like,
I know.
Right in the middle of that track when he's talking about his dad. And he's still waiting for him to come to the house to get me.
Cameraman, can you help me out? No.
He ain't show up. Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up.
Yeah.
That was on
that line, right.
Whatever.
I can't remember.
The track can't even run in my head right now, but like that effect, like I do a lot of that stuff on my hype music, man. Like I'm gonna put in a lot of stuff that's heartfelt, realistic stuff, like lines that matter to me, and I'm just gonna put it in a hyphy fashion. You know what I mean?
Well, I think that's when you're using I don't know. I have this weird theory about art, and like music is definitely part of that whole thing. Is like if you can like sugarcoat the truth, that might be the beat, that might be the delivery that gets the real goods in them, because they're like, remember Drive Slow, Kanye, Paul Wall?
Okay, yeah.
You know how that song is like kind of an anthem in some ways that you could bang and drive slow with all the negative connotations of that. But if you listen to what he's actually saying, it's like pump your brakes, chill out a little bit, actually, almost like this song in some respects, lay low, like know your spot. Like, so in a way, he's got people that are like arguably trying to be hard, repeating lyrics that fundamentally are going to get driven in your head about like, maybe I should chill. Yeah. Maybe I should like, drive slow or lay low. Like
that's the power of the music, man.
I see that in you where you're like, man, if I can sneak in a whole bunch of this, like Trojan horse them, I'm going to hide this in this slickness. Because when you really listen to what you're saying, you're putting down a lot of, like, there's so much realness in it. I don't feel like there's a wasted bar of throwaway. There might be some fun, like wordplay, but it's still not like throwaway.
No, man,
there's like meaning and everything.
Most of my music comes right from the chest, you know what I mean? Like every time, and when I usually start writing, I'm thinking in my head, like, I'm building something. You know what I mean? So like I start and I build off of my first line and my second line, and I don't really try to veer off of anything. Like everything has to have a meaning behind it. Even if the people don't really get what I'm saying, like that's why I always say, come and see me. You know what I mean? If you see me out at a show, come talk to me. Ask me, what did this bar mean? I'll break it down for you. You know what I mean? Because I want you to understand what I'm saying, but like sometimes I can't give away the Da Vinci Code.
No,
you know, I can't give away.
You gotta buy the book.
Yeah, exactly. That's my blueprint. You know,
Damn
so
right.
I'm gonna do what I do.
Definitely. I find it interesting that one of the things that seemed that you say a lot as a MC. Of course, you know, you're always. I guess people see you saying things, you know, rapping things. Like there's a lot of words ascribed to you. But one of the things I noticed was recently you were talking about like justice in this province, and you know, and it was interesting because you seem more concerned about a few words than any song I've ever seen you put out. Like you were, and I thought you came across awesomely in the interview. I thought it was great, but I was interested. Like to me, it was like he's, you know, that means even more to him right there, because there was like everything was stripped away, and you're like, man, this is me. Like forget about Critty for a minute. This is not that Critty's not you, but that was I don't know, man. I just want to say I was like proud of you. I felt like you spit real truth at people, and I liked what you had to say.
Much respect, man.
Yeah. Justice, man. We got to get an Elle in here. I'm telling you. I've been having trouble getting in here, but I want to talk to Elle a lot about what's been going on. So let's play another track. Like, I'm one of the people that is disappointed. You said earlier, we were off air, I'm going to put you totally on blast here, that, you know, people don't seem to mind that this album that you promised all of us thirsty fans out here isn't out yet. But I'm one of the people that's bothered. I'm been trying to be nice to you, but it's hard. And when am I going to see this album?
Man, like, honestly, everything's done. Okay. You know what I mean? Like, everything's done, recorded.
Right.
I may want to step back into the studio just to do a couple skits or two. Okay. You know what I mean? Maybe something crazy for the outro. Something maybe impromptu. Right. You know what I mean? Like just right there on the spot. Yeah. But other than that, like all the recordings, all the tracks, they're done. I mean, there might be maybe 2 or 3 that I never got forward to you yet. Okay. But other than that, man, you pretty much have the album. But like having it as a whole is a different story. Yeah. I say, man, just give me a few more weeks. I'm not going to give anybody a solid date, but it's definitely going to be out no later than the middle of July. Okay. So no date, but no later than the middle
I'm just saying,
July.
like, my boy is due the 21st. That's a good day. You know, it could be like a birthday, drop an album. Okay. We could play it at the, you know, we could play it in the delivery room.
21st of this month or 21st?
July.
Oh, my birthday's on the 23rd, too.
Of July?
Yes.
What? Maybe he could hang in for like a couple days.
Hey, man, that would be dope.
And then in the future, you could have like joint birthday parties, which would be weird because you'd be like a big age gap.
Yeah, man.
It'd be cool when he got to be your age and you were like,
I'll still be young and hip, man. I'd only be like, what, 46 maybe?